Hi, everyone. Welcome to Heart Yoga and Body. My name is Robin Hartman. I wanted to talk about body image today. Body image is something that has definitely influenced women and motivated women to change their appearance for years and centuries. For me, I've struggled with body image from a very young age. My first memory is probably the Paula Abdul video and how she was dancing to the video Cold Hearted Snake. And that was my first real glimpse of body movement and what was considered sexy and not sexy. Oh my gosh, I remember dancing to that video. And then realizing, I need to work on movements and being attractive and how to be sexy. And, that kind of developed into, you know, what gets attention, what gets people's attention and what makes me feel like I'm beautiful. And I think that what makes me feel beautiful and what makes me feel positive about myself has gotten really distorted. My whole life, what makes me feel beautiful, I feel was influenced by everyone else's opinion. I never really learned what made me feel beautiful. Today I can say I know what makes me feel beautiful. I I thought that big boobs, you know, beautiful makeup, having your hair done the right way, having clothes that were fashionable, looking similar to celebrities and models that I saw advertised in magazines, or looking like the 90210 cast and having lots of friends and being popular and having the hottest boyfriend, that those are the things that made me feel beautiful. It was all a lie. It was all just marketing to sell things. And my whole teenage years, I just felt like I was never enough. And that kind of led into my young adult life as well. Um, I felt like I was never enough. And then there was a point where I kind of started to gain that confidence, and it's been evolving ever since. And that probably happened in my early 20s, that I actually started to get a little more confident in myself, but still following the what is beautiful trend. And I didn't really accept myself almost 100% until I was about 40, which is a long time to struggle with body image and acceptance issues. Not accepting myself led to a lot of insecurities in relationships, making bad choices in relationships, making bad choices in my life, led to a lot of plastic surgeries, a lot of money spent on trying to be what I thought was the standard for beauty. I remember when I went to get surgery, This was after I had my 3 kids, and I was going for my second breast implant. I was actually getting a lift and a breast implant, a tummy tuck, a liposuction from my armpits on my back all the way down to my knees, front and back. I remember trying to accept myself and be okay with where I was, and I just couldn't. The depression and the way I felt about myself, I knew if I continued to stay the way that I felt, that no one would ever love me and I would be left alone forever. I felt that the only way that I could be loved was by being beautiful, and to fulfill what I thought beauty was, that misperception that I had. I felt that I had nothing to offer but to stay beautiful. That was the only way. And I felt that I had to have a man and be in a relationship in order to be able to make it. And so to keep those things, I needed to stay beautiful, which means I needed to do what I needed to do to maintain that. I remember standing in the mirror thinking, how could you let yourself get this way? How could I be so disgusting? I look at myself in the mirror now, reflecting on that moment, thinking I was I was beautiful. I was perfectly fine the way that I was. I would have been okay. The times of the fashion models that would tell women how they're supposed to look and what we should look like, what we should buy. The magazines are gone, but I feel a lot of this body image issue still continues today. It went from big boobs to now big butts. If I can help anyone feel better about their self and how they feel and how they look, is it doesn't matter how many plastic surgeries you have. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. It's really how you feel about yourself. And if you don't feel good about yourself, then you have to figure out a way to find how to feel good about yourself. You have to dig deep. I do a few things today when I get dressed, and on a daily. If I say anything negative about myself, I automatically have to counter that with 3 positive things, whether I believe it or not. I don't look down when I'm getting dressed in the closet anymore, and I do not get dressed in the mirror. I take a very quick glance after I'm done getting dressed, but kind of focus on whatever detail I am focusing on, fixing my eyebrow, doing my eyebrows, doing my mascara, or brushing my hair. I try to just focus on those things and not really give myself too much time in the mirror to be negative. I also remember that I'm not going to be perfect. No one's perfect. I can work on trying to improve things and be better, but um, I really have to keep it within reason. When I thought about doing this podcast, I reached out and asked if anyone had anything that they would like me to share on. And someone requested that I share on, or that I talk about, being born with a birth defect and getting over that. I was not born with a birth defect, but I do understand what it must be like to be born with a birth defect and going to school at a young age, middle school or high school, or even an adult, a job, meeting someone for the first time, that instantly you're thinking, do I need to explain? Do I need to bring it up? And the answer is no. We don't need to explain ourselves to anyone. I feel that struggling with body image issues, I feel that we all struggle with it on different levels. Some of us can hide it, some of us can't. But it is something that we have to live with. There is plastic surgeries that you can do to fix things, right? And, maybe it's not for everybody. The plastic surgeries that I have had done, they have helped things. I feel like plastic surgery is taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Nothing is perfect, and there will always be things that you can fix or that you might want to fix. And sometimes it's a never ending cycle. So eventually you have to learn to be happy wherever on that playing field you're at. I feel that with marketing today, they're really trying to do a good job of keeping everyone included and talking and bringing different models that have different bodies, different shapes, different sizes, different colors, different skin defects that people have had. I feel that we are definitely moving forward to a more body positive influence in marketing and in our society. I feel that the more that we talk about, the more that we put ourselves on the cover and the more that we stand out, the better we're going to feel and the better that we're going to be able to help others. I hope that I was able to make someone feel beautiful today, or someone even take a step in trying to feel better. If you have any questions or comments, please post in the comments below. Again, my name is Robin Hartman, and this is Heart Yoga Embody. Thank you.